Strictly Strings, Book 1, page 36, focusing on learning spiccato bowing in the classical style. Notice that spiccato is a type of bowing that begins and ends off the string using a brushing motion near the frog. On this song, we're going to play many pieces in the classical style, which was a way of playing music written around 1750 to 1825. Mozart is one of the most famous classical composers. We'll have a new tempo, vivace, very lively, and also divisi, where you choose one of the top notes. If you were two people on a music stand, the person on the right-hand side would play the top note, the left-hand side would play the bottom note, and it's switched for cellos and basses. It's the opposite way. Let's tune our instrument first. Very good. Now starting with number 1, it says play spiccato on any eighth notes. The quarter notes can be on the string spiccatos. We're going to bounce the bow off the string. Do each repeat. Number 1. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Again. B. C. Did you bounce your bow? And a little smiley face pattern. Number 2, some are off and some are on. Also notice that this key signature has no sharps, so we will play F naturals and C naturals. Low 2s and 2s. 1 and 2 and ready and go. F. Again. B. Again. Mary Had a Little Lamb is a little trickier than you may have remembered it because it has flat notes. Bring your hand back into half position. Make sure your thumb is behind the tape next to violins and violas. Thumb next to your first finger. Your 1 is behind the tape. 2 goes in between the tapes for F natural, and our G is where it normally is on the tape. Number 3. 1, 2, ready, go. Number 4, Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. This song is to be done spiccato, bouncing the bow off the string in the smiley face pattern. There are sometimes quarter notes which are to be played on the string. There is a repeat at the end of the song, and also a DCL fine that tells us to go back to the beginning and stop at the fine. Pay close attention to the order of this song. Number 4, 1 and 2 and bounce the bow. Ask yourself, did you bounce the bow and did you do dynamics? Number 5, the Czech folk song. This might look a little tricky at first with lots of single eighth notes, but just remember that an eighth note rest is just a short rest. This song has a repeat sign on the first line, and it also has some spiccato, so be sure to bounce the bow off the string on any of the eighth notes. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and. Beginning. Off. And the last two measures again. So I did a little descending scale, messed up the first time. On number 6, Vivace is the idea. It's supposed to be very fast for the finale from the New World Symphony. But what I'd like to show you is the first time I'll play a medium speed, and then on the repeat, we can kick it into gear and play nice and fast. First time, slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2. Now second time, very fast. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good tempo. Our final song is called Not Quite Nachtmusik, which is inspired by Mozart. Normally the song is called Eine kleine Nachtmusik, a little night music, but in this version it is a little different. You get to play the whole thing spiccato, and at the end it asks you to divide, divisi. You can pick the top note or the bottom note. I will play both together so you can hear the sound together, but please just pick one at the end. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And that song has mixed F sharps with C naturals. You need to make sure that you play high twos and low twos if you're violins, cellos, twos mixed with threes, basses, twos mixed with fours. Once you feel like you can do that speed, why don't we try it once a little faster? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. All right, and also notice at the end you can take one note only. Have fun practicing your new skill, spiccato.